Rule number 1, do not waste the defib. Later. This is the first of as many unspoken rules in the finals as I could think of. Got the 20 combination of what I thought of and also the community post I put up, so some of y'all comments are going to be in here. But yeah, unspoken rules as in things that the tutorial won't tell you, but you kind of figure out over time and they kind of become second nature, hopefully. And if you think of more, just put them in the comments too. There's probably some playstyle specific ones that I didn't think of because I don't play every possible build in the game, so yeah. But to finish up the first one, don't defib if it's not urgent. Last season they added a thing where you kind of load up after the defib. Now you got a whole cooldown on everything except your gun, so just do it if it's urgent, like you need that to win the fight, like yeah, do that. But in other cases, just do the normal res. Or especially if you see someone resing your teammate normally, do not run up to them and defib for them. They got it, trust me. Which goes in number 2, when you do want to defib, put it in a safe spot, because of those cooldowns, if you don't do it in a decent spot, they're just gonna get killed again in a couple seconds. Number 3 is for the lights. Stop pushing teams alone. Stop pushing heavies alone. Like, it's so many times when it's like, I'm a medium or a heavy and I can't physically keep up with my light and he just runs off and dies fast. If you want to like out a little bit, look ahead, see where people is at, cool, but don't just run up to the team. When I am playing heavy, I have a lot of lights do that to me and I don't get it. It'd be when they know I have a shotgun too, so it's like, what was the outcome? That stun is not working for you like it used to. But number 4, when it comes to the cash outs, knock them over. One thing I didn't know is if you're using like a shotgun on the heavy, for example, you can just shoot it and then melee. I mean, it's a little easier to knock it over. You don't have to do that. You can do it just purely with melees, but that was just like a thing to make it easier that I saw somebody do, so there's that. Number 5 is from the community post. If all 3 spawn in as the same class, someone has to switch off, especially light and heavy. Really only light and heavy. You can run triple medium. It's been a thing for a good while, but light or heavy, all 3, no, not. I wouldn't do that, but you know, do what you want. As a side note, I had a new bug this week where I was in a tournament and my game crashed. I was like, okay, whatever. Loaded back in, reconnected, all good. Later during the final round, I game crashed again. Loaded back in, reconnected again, and my whole character was changed. I went in as a heal beam medium, and then I loaded back in with a turret. I mean, I had no more defib, I had a glitch trap. Even my reserve gadgets was changed. My character looked different. He was the default, like, white guy medium, but it's like, bro, nobody told you to turn the brightness up on my character. Like, good news is, if you like the video, maybe it won't happen again. It probably will. There's just no natural point for me to say that. Number 6, not putting barricades up in front of your teammate on a free steal. This is another comment. Please, there have been so many times. It's always like in the last second that the heavy one run up and put a barricade between you and the cash out. It's like, can you just let me get us to the money real quick? If you really want to put that barricade up, just put it up behind him or something. Just don't do that. Number 8, only one melee on the team. Generally. Because if there's only one gun on the team and they get taken out, people are just going to social distance their way to team wipes. Like, it's not going to be too difficult. So I feel like one melee weapon on team max. Number 8, if someone pings hello at the beginning of the match, you got to say it back. It's not too much trouble for you. Just say hello. It's okay. Number 9, when it comes to mines, there's a lot of yellow walls. And you know, with the progression skins, you get yellow first. So if you have that, just make it yellow. It can genuinely help. Make it a little bit harder to see because they already have blinking lights on all the mines one way or another anyway. So it can help you out. It's not going to be the biggest difference in the world, but it's not like anyone's really checking for mine cosmetics anyway. Number 10, DMAT plus a shotgun equals nice. When you're playing shotgun with like the heal beam, you gotta be like in people's faces, you know? So then you're gonna be drawn back to heal others, kind of like counteracting yourself. With a turret, it's fine. I've done it, it's not bad, but I feel like DMAT with the shotgun, that's the one. Number 11, don't be annoying or stupid in the voice/text chat. Because if you ain't saying nothing helpful the entire game, or you wait till the end to get your hater voice on, then like, dog, all you doing is making it worse. Breathe and keep it pushing. Number 12, if there's a team of 2 people, help them get to the next round. It'll make your life a little easier. They get the benefit before they get knocked out. It's not even necessarily about being a good Samaritan. It's just the way it is. Like, you come with me to the final round especially, that's gonna make it way easier. Number 13, once you start the cash out, move and watch a spot where enemies are most likely to come from. particularly in the final round and on maps like Seoul, Fortune, or Sky, where there are some cash outs with only one way over to them. And he gave the example of the hospital on Seoul. You just take out the bridge and they only have one pathway to get to you. You just stand on the roof and just shoot down. Also from the same person, 14, ping. Please ping the enemies. And the same comment also says, shut up. Like after you put your stuff down, just shut up because maybe you can actually hear people coming. The footstep audio is so on and off for me that like it can work, but even when it's completely silent, I'll still have people walk up to my back also silently. So varying success with that one, but it can be helped. And lastly, keeping the cash out within eye distance. I think if you're really just having like easy access back to it, like even if you're kind of far, you put a jump pad down that's angled so you can just like get right back to it really fast. Just something like that. Have easy access to the cash out when you're defending it. Moral of the story, don't sit right next to it. Number 15, almost there. You must, and I mean must, put it on no matter what. Whatever that looks like for you with the cosmetics you have or are planning to buy inevitably, make it happen. Even name my club after this pretty much. I call it the put it ons. Like they ain't give us all these customization options for nothing, bro. Just make it happen. Number 16, when you want to throw the box, just melee it at the same time. It'll go a little further, especially if you're trying to play keep away at the end of the game just so it can end instead of going into overtime. Let the heavy throw it. Yeah, they're not gonna catch it. Number 17, this is one I forget all the time. Like I know this is what it does, I just forget to utilize it. The mesh shield on the heavy, let's say you're in the medium and you have a heavy teammate, just stand behind him while he holds the shield up and shoot through the shield. Probably less so now. I feel like mesh shield heavies aren't as preferred as they used to be. It's pretty, I see like every type of heavy now, so you probably don't have as many opportunities to do this, but it's still a good tactic nonetheless. Same thing with the dome shield, but that one comes a lot more, I don't know, I just remember to do that way more often than the heavy's mesh shield. So yeah, 18, let's say you're in a 4-team round and there's a team that you know is about to press you and they haven't spawned in yet. Just watch the timer so you kind of know when to expect them. The announcers will also say it, but I mean with the timers, like the announcers will only help so much. So it's just more accurate to pay attention to the timers. And you can really learn the spawn spots. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but yeah, people will like place down the tracking beacons or just put C4 on spawn spots and get you like the moment you get there. It is a thing, so that can happen. Number 19, if you're using the DMAT, playing below is just as viable as playing above the cash out, especially if you only hear one person stomping around above you. You can just drop them and isolate them from their team. You get a free kill. Drop the cash out when they're trying to steal it, things like that. A lot of times I'll see people just drop the cash out down to the bottom floor immediately. And like that's the way to do it. It's not that it's not gonna work, it's just you got other options than just putting it on the bottom floor. And finally, number 20, get your money up. For free, just stack your multi-bucks, bro. You'd be surprised how much you can build up by just playing the game, no dollars spent. To the point where you can get the battle pass, and then you get the battle pass that gives you way more back than it actually costs in multi-bucks. And then you can get you some skins, and obviously the battle pass has skins of its own. So yeah, most free-to-play games make it very slow to get enough coins without spending any money. So I feel like it's worth mentioning every once in a while, but that is all 20. Let me know if you have any more in the comments. I'm also streaming on this channel allegedly twice a week, just not twice this week because Merry Christmas. So I didn't necessarily have the time for it this week, but next week and then so on until I'm back in classes where I need to be on campus 4 days a week. So we will see how that goes. But while I'm on break, that's the plan. With all that being said, I'm going to find out how much this beanie messes with the green screen, and I will see you in the next video. God bless. Bye.